Welcome to our video on the 10 countries where Black people face challenges. While the world is becoming increasingly interconnected, there remain significant hurdles for Black individuals in various parts of the globe. From subtle biases to overt discrimination, the experiences of Black people can vary drastically depending on the country they are in. In this video, we'll explore the unique challenges faced by Black people in 10 different countries, shedding light on the complexities of racial dynamics across the world. Join us as we delve into these important issues. At 10, we have Japan. Japan, often praised for its politeness and safety, presents unique challenges for Black travelers. Overt acts of racism are rare, but Black visitors often feel excluded in subtle ways. A 2022 study by the Japan Times revealed that 45% of Black expatriates experienced racial bias, from being stared at to being ignored in social settings. These issues are more prevalent in smaller towns, though larger cities like Tokyo and Osaka offer a more welcoming experience. However, racial profiling by police remains a concern. At 9, we have China. China's rise as a global superpower attracts millions of tourists, but the journey can be challenging for Black travelers. Despite its economic advancements, racial biases are still deeply ingrained. Many Black residents were evicted or denied services. During the COVID-19 pandemic, Guangzhou, home to one of China's largest African communities, saw a wave of discriminatory treatment. A 2024 report indicated that 50% of African expatriates in China reported racial discrimination, especially in being refused entry into restaurants or shops. While metropolitan areas like Beijing and Shanghai are more accustomed to foreigners, many Black travelers still report feeling marginalized. At number 8, we have Italy. Italy, renowned for its world-famous art, culture, and cuisine, draws millions of tourists each year. However, Black visitors might find their dreams of visiting Italy turning into a nightmare. In recent years, racial tensions have escalated. According to a 2022 report from the Italian National Institute of Statistics, racially motivated crimes increased by 35%, with Black individuals being prime targets. While cities like Rome, Venice, and Florence are generally welcoming, racial slurs and even physical attacks can occur, especially in southern regions where xenophobia is more pronounced. Despite government efforts to combat racism through laws and initiatives, change has been slow. At top 7, we have India. India, a land of contrasts, is rich in culture and diversity but also deals with pervasive colorism and racism. Black visitors often face uncomfortable stares, offensive comments, and outright discrimination. In 2023, a Nigerian student was attacked in New Delhi, highlighting ongoing tensions. A survey by India Today found that 62% of Black expatriates experienced racial discrimination. This stems from a deep-seated preference for lighter skin affecting not just foreigners, but also India's own darker-skinned citizens. At top 6, it's Ukraine. Ukraine's recent conflicts have pushed it into the global spotlight, but even before the war, it had a reputation for being unwelcoming to Black people. In 2022, African students reported being denied entry to buses or trains as border guards prioritized white Ukrainians. This sparked international outrage and highlighted the country's ongoing struggle with racial issues. The Global Tolerance Index ranks Ukraine among the lowest in Europe for racial tolerance. The war has exacerbated travel restrictions, but the legacy of these incidents continues to resonate. At top 5, we have Israel. Israel, a land steeped in history, also has significant racial and ethnic tensions, especially regarding African immigrants. A 2023 report from the Anti-Defamation League revealed a 30% increase in racial incidents targeting African immigrants in Israel. Protests in Tel Aviv have sometimes turned violent, with demands for the deportation of African migrants. Awareness of these racial dynamics is crucial for visitors. While Black tourists visiting religious sites may not experience the same level of hostility, the plight of African immigrants highlights the challenges. At top 4, we have South Korea. South Korea, known for its technological advances, pop culture, and rich history, attracts millions of tourists but remains highly homogeneous. This can make Black travelers feel out of place. Incidents range from subtle microaggressions to overt acts of racism. A 2023 survey by Seoul National University found that 55% of Black expatriates reported facing racial discrimination. The media has also been criticized for perpetuating negative stereotypes. While younger generations are becoming more exposed to global diversity, deep-rooted biases still exist. At top 3, we have Greece. Greece, celebrated for its stunning islands and ancient history, is known for its hospitality. Yet, black visitors often find that hospitality marred by racism, particularly outside the main tourist hubs. The ongoing migration crisis has heightened racial tensions, with African migrants often facing hostility. A 2023 survey by the European Union Agency for Fundamental Rights found that 48% of black people in Greece experienced racial discrimination. Black travelers have reported feeling uncomfortable due to stares, racial profiling, and occasional harassment, particularly in smaller towns that are less diverse and less accustomed to visitors of African descent. At top 2, we have Saudi Arabia. Saudi Arabia, known for its strict traditions and immense wealth, employs millions of foreign workers, many from African countries. The treatment of black people, especially in the migrant labor force, has been widely criticized. A 2023 report by Human Rights Watch revealed that 70% of labor disputes in Saudi Arabia involved black workers, many reporting abuse and mistreatment. Black tourists may also face cultural barriers and restrictive norms, making travel uncomfortable. At top 1, we have Russia. Russia, with its rich cultural heritage and vast landscapes, may seem like an alluring destination. However, for black travelers, the experience can be far less pleasant. Despite cities like Moscow and St. Petersburg becoming more cosmopolitan, the country still grapples with racism, particularly in smaller towns. According to a 2023 report by the Aova Center, a Russian human rights organization, there were over 60 racially motivated attacks across Russia that year, disproportionately affecting black individuals. Despite recent efforts by Russia to tackle racism through public awareness campaigns, these measures have met limited success. The shadow of discrimination continues to loom, particularly for those with darker skin. As we journeyed through various countries, from the rising sun of Japan to the vast terrains of Russia, a recurring theme emerged: one of varied experiences for black travelers. While these experiences may differ in intensity and frequency, they all underline a crucial point. The journey for black travelers can be fraught with both challenges and moments of unexpected kindness. As global citizens, it is essential to foster an environment of understanding, respect, and inclusivity. Let's continue to advocate for a world where every traveler feels safe and welcomed, regardless of their skin color. Thank you for joining us on this exploration. Until next time, travel safely and with an open heart.